Now we will see what are the various formats and records needs to be maintained in banquets. As banquet is one of the major revenue-making department, keeping proper formats and records in banquet is one of the important tasks to be performed. The first one is banquet inquiry form. All calls received by the banquet sales team are recorded on banquet inquiry form. It is similar to function prospectus. It is also called booking diary. Next one is daily events sheet. It's circulated in all the departments before beginning of morning shift. All the functions taking place for the particular day are mentioned in the sheet with important details. Then there is daily sales summary sheet. Daily sales is recorded after conclusion of all evening events. It displays all the information regarding banquet revenue for the particular day. With the help of sales department heads track ups and downs of the business and take necessary actions. Next is duty roster. One of the most important formats in banquets. It is a format that shows allocation of service duties of staff members. The main objective of a duty roster is to ensure that all necessary tasks are covered and assigned, so that service may be carried out effectively. Next is daily beverage consumption sheet. It provides record for consumption of beverages for particular function with respect of total usage, total cost, and cost per customer. Same is signed by the bartender and the host before the actual event starts. Next is checklist for the banquet and sales team, a necessary document to minimize the errors while planning and executing any event. It is used by the sales and banquet personnel to keep themselves updated and to keep a track of various functions at the same time. Then we have booking diary. Booking diary is used to keep record of all the tentative, confirmed or cancelled event. This system is outdated as every hotel nowadays uses computer. Next is daily call sheet. Sales calls made by sales staff are recorded in this sheet with the follow-up if any. And the last one is banquet function prospectus or banquet event order or banquet function plan. It is used to compile all information related to a particular event for one or multiple days. The banquet sales coordinator prepares and distributes the same in advance for the coming week and also discussed during the morning HOD meetings. Information like room or venue booked, number of guests expected, table setup specification, menu for the function, event course, type of function, required media and audio-video equipments, special requests and instructions to each departments is updated on the banquet event order. All function sheets has a unique serial number for easy reference, and in case there is any further amended to the original function sheet due to changes from the guest, then they will be reprinted and redistributed to all department. Now we will see what are the different types of functions are held in banquets. Banquet functions are basically classified into two categories: formal and informal. Functions like luncheons, royal dinners, wedding breakfasts, board meetings, international summits etc., where a certain protocols like dress code, seating plans, set menus, plate-to-plate service, are followed are called as formal functions. Whereas functions like wedding reception, birthday parties, cocktail reception, buffet meals, conferences, fairs, festivals, New Year party exhibitions etc., where a casual service and limited protocols are followed called as informal functions. Banquet functions are also classified into another way: social, public relations and conferences. Functions like dinner, luncheons, receptions, cocktail parties, and charity dinners comes under the social functions category. Whereas functions like product launch, fashion parade, exhibitions, seminars and auctions are considered as public relations functions. And functions like sales conferences and academic conferences, political meet, annual meet, trade union, training seminars, comes under conference category. In this slide we will discuss about menu planning. Menu planning is done with respect to three basic policies: financial, marketing, and catering. Objectives of financial and marketing policies are: average spending power of the customer for different types of the functions, pricing structure for the different types of functions, seasonal aspects, meal period of the function, diversity of the menu items decides the profit ratio of the menu, accessibility of the function space, and category of the room. And catering policies objectives are: type of customers, guest count, type of event, hours of business, type of menu, food production style, food service style, staffing and organization. For guest, communication factor is very critical issue in any event. So whether you are setting up for business presentation, training classroom, gala dinner, or product launch, the arrangement of the seating makes all the difference. And that is why it is important that your guests are seated in the best way possible. Now we will look into various banquet seating arrangements. First one is boardroom. It is used for small meetings like board of directors meeting, department meetings, one-on-one interviews, team briefing. Boardroom setup encourages audience interaction as they all face inwards. The major disadvantage of boardroom is, it restricts the position of presentation area. Next one is hollow square. In hollow square, audience interaction is fully enhanced with audience members facing each other. It allows audience to consume food and beverage easily. Disadvantages of hollow square is seating capacity is reduced. And it does not allow for main presentation area or focal point. Then there is U-shape. As the name suggests, this style is in the shape of letter U, with the tables and chairs arranged in an open-ended configuration with the audience facing inwards. The open end allows for a focal point or presentation area. This seating arrangement allows presenter to approach and engage with each audience members. Next is W shape. This seating arrangement is used for larger size meetings. It is normally used at trade functions, financial meets, investors meet, etc. In this arrangement, board of directors sits in the inside U-shape where investors sits on outer one. Outer U-shape is normally set on the riser or stage for better view. Then there is horseshoe. This style is very similar to U-shape, however there are no tables and only chairs arranged in an open-ended configuration with the audience facing inwards. The open end provides a focal point and allow for a presentation area. This arrangement allows presenter to approach and engage with each audience member. Horseshoe is popular for large meeting, presentations, and team briefings. Disadvantages of this arrangements are, inefficient use of floor space with seating capacity reduced, aisles are required to ensure sufficient access and egress to seating area, there is no provision for note-taking or consumption of plated food and beverage. Next is herringbone. This style is very similar to classroom, however each consecutive row of chairs and tables are angled inwards. All the seats are angled inward towards the podium or screen. All of the seats are facing forwards towards the front of the function room. This arrangement allows for note-taking and consumption of plated food and beverage. Herringbone is used for group discussions, workshops. While setting up, aisles are required to ensure sufficient access to seating area. In this arrangement, audience interaction is less. Next we have is classroom setup. This style reflects the seating found in a school or theater, with chairs and trestle tables aligned in consecutive straight rows. This arrangement used for events like workshop, trainings, presentations. All of the seats are facing forwards towards the front of the function room. Classroom setup is advantageous for group work and allows for note-taking as well consumption of plated food and beverage. The major disadvantage of this setup is it is difficult for movement and interaction with each other. Then there is theater style. Theater style used for presentations, auctions, seminars, annual meets, product launch, etc. In theater style, maximum seated capacity is achieved. In this setup, all seats are facing stage and aisles are required for sufficient access to seating area. This arrangement is difficult for movement and there is no provision for taking notes or consumption of plated food and beverage. In this style, audience interaction is hindered as they are not facing each other. The last one is dinner reception. This style is similar to a round dinner table, with the audience seated around the circumference facing inwards. In this style, audience interaction fully enhanced, with audience members are facing each other. This arrangement is closed in setup and difficult for movement. Reception setup is popular for gala dinners, awards night, Christmas parties, wedding, and other formal events. Thank you very much. And I hope that the content of this presentation is easy to understand and it will enhance your knowledge of banquets.